Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer here bringing you some Minecraft action today. I got your weekly snapshot 13W04A. It's a lot about some redstone stuff, a little bit, and more towards the command block side of things, and dispensers as well as item droppers have had some updates to them as well, as along with a few other things. So we'll get right into that, and I'll show you what I got. Got all of it set up right here for you already. Fantastic. We're in a desert. Flat world, I guess. So yeah, we're just going to start off with dispensers and all the changes they've made to those pretty much. Basically, now that they've added item droppers, dispensers actually like use the item that you want it to use. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. I thought I had a tree sapling in there, but I guess not, so I'll just get one. Basically, what I've got in here is some bone meal, and they've also changed bone meal. I don't know if this was in a previous update. I'm pretty sure it was this one, though. They've made it so that bone meal only advances a single stage of a plant or tree growth or whatever you use the bone meal for, but it doesn't grow it fully anymore. And I think that's kind of realistic, and it's kind of a good thing, and I'll explain why in a second. But as you see here, when we hit the button, the bone meal, I don't know if it actually did anything. It might not have. Did it do anything? Well, I guess it did. The bone meal advanced this tree's life stage growing up cycle or whatever you want to call it by one. And if I hit it again, it should pop up a full tree. There you go. Fantastic. Now, you can do this with any dispenser and any plant. Let me see if there's some seeds in here. Oh, the tree's in there. That's what happened to it. Put some seeds down, right? And there's loads of bone meal in here too, or not. That would have been a problem. I am so unprepared. I am sorry. I'll just throw that in there, throw that bone meal, and oh wow, it's already grown a little bit. But if we hit the button, I don't think the particles are working for some reason, but as you can see, it's advancing the stage of like this by like one. Actually, let me go into default. Let's see if that's a problem. I think it is because I'm in default, or not in default. I don't know why. Um, So yeah, these little particles are like green. Yeah, there they go. Those are the particles I was looking for. And as you can see, one bone meal no longer grows a plant. And even if I did this manually myself, it only grows at one stage. Um, and I kind of like that, and I'll tell you why. With this entire system, you can now just have like a piston come out and knock over this wheat. It would get pushed into water, and then suddenly you don't have to do anything anymore. Like you've got the entire system automated. You can have hoppers drop in bone meal into the dispensers whenever you want. It's ridiculous. And basically, you could have like a super mega farm, and if you had bone meal up the wazoo, like you probably do because you have a mob farm too, then you would just get instant food all the time. Instantly, this game is no longer at all challenging. Like it's just farming and farming and farming, and that doesn't count like just crops. That's like farming anything. And it's kind of not fun, in my opinion. I like a little bit of a challenge when I play a game. I like working towards something, so I think it's a good idea. As you can see, the bone meal also advances the stage of growth for these cocoa beans and all sorts of crazy stuff. So that's what dispensers do. And along with bone meal, that's a pretty good use for them. I think it's pretty sweet. I mean, personally, I would never use it because I just think that looks ridiculous. I would rather go out and plant a whole bunch of seeds, leave for a couple hours, and then come back. Like, I'm never going to push a button constantly to advance something's like growth rate unless I put it on a repeating system or something. Um, as I said, but dispensers now like use the item that's in them. This one has got a flint and steel in here, so if I use it while it's next to a portal, bam, portal activated, yo. I'm just gonna break this because I don't need it turned on right now, but there you go. And it even lowers the durability of the item that's in there. Another example is you can light fires with it. Oh shit, I just broke the light. God damn it. Uh, see, this is a... No, I don't want a quartz block. I want this. Hit the button. There you go. Now it lights a fire, and that was with the flint and steel as well. I think that's pretty sweet because like you could have some sort of system where you walked in during a hard day's work to your house, right? Went mining, and then when you come home, you hit a pressure pad as you walk past the door, and bam, fire started ready to relax for the evening. Get a book. Have a seat by the fire. Evening is settled. I don't know. And of course, with this system, dispensers can now be placed in the same like similar way to pistons, where like if you have it, it kind of orientates itself based on like what angle you're placing it from. It's not like trees at all. Oh shit. But like if I wanted to place it facing upright, I would have to look completely straight down. Otherwise, it just kind of, yeah, goes sideways. And it's, yeah, it's all based off the angles. That's very similar to like how pistons are placed, if not the same system. But now you can place them facing up and down as well as sideways. And that basically means you can shoot arrows straight into the air. Not sure why you would want to do that. It's interesting, I suppose. But you can also do this with item droppers too. Um, I don't really know the use for that because, frankly, item droppers don't shoot things. They kind of just drop them because that's their purpose. And I mean, as you can see, that gold ingot is not going to get very far if I just drop it. It doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, it's not the most useless thing, but it's probably pretty close. I'm just being honest. But as you could see, there's more than one option for this type of thing. There's more than one like scenario that you could involve this in, like especially for adventure maps. Say you walked into a room and it was like, press one of these two levers, and you were like, okay, I don't know which one. I'll press this one, right? And you hit it. Oh no, what happened? Oh yeah, there we go. You hit that lever, bam, you get shot with arrows. Imagine the whole ceiling just lined with those things. You would just get shot by like a million arrows. It's crazy, right? Or you could pick the right choice and drop some goodies down. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Look at all this. Look at all this loot. Dope. Let me set the time today here. So that's a pretty cool idea. I like the idea that you can like have arrows shoot straight down instead of like through walls and stuff, because you know that's just more possibilities, I guess. Over here we don't have it in there anymore. Is it because I'm wearing it? No, it's not. Okay. So I'm gonna get some pieces of armor, right? Actually, I'll just throw them on the ground. It's easier to pick up that way. And I'm gonna throw them into the dispenser, right? Now, if you're standing next to the dispenser and you hit the button, it equips it onto you. Oh my god, it's like your personal squire, except it's just a dispenser. It's just a block that throws up its contents onto your face and whatever other body parts you so desire. It's pretty sweet. I like that. You could just walk up to something, hit 4 buttons, and instantly equip yourself with everything. You didn't even have to open your inventory or anything. That's pretty sweet. And then like later on, you could just deposit it somewhere, and it would go into like an item hopper, or yeah, well, yeah, a hopper, and then it would just like get transferred back into the dispenser. So genius. This game's getting complex, guys, and I don't know, it's pretty good so far. It's turning out pretty good. This Redstone update has got some features that totally was not expecting, but it's pretty sweet. As I said before, dispensers turn on or activate whatever item that they're throwing out. In this case, I have TNT inside this dispenser. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on this like fast-paced clock, and it's just going to drop endless TNT into this pit. And watch, this is pretty sweet. Isn't that awesome? Look, I dug all the way to bedrock, and then you can come down here and like take all the stuff that it left behind, if you're quick enough to turn it off. Because I mean, it's a good idea for mining or getting down to the bottom, but as you know, TNT will destroy items that are just like left uh, out in the open. So, I mean, if you're trying to mine with it, it's not really a good idea because you'll just destroy your items unless you turn it off. Another awesome use for it is simplify TNT cannons. Now you don't have to load them yourselves. You just get this clock activated. This was made by um, placing redstone there and then activating it. And then you delete it and... Oh, I didn't do that quick. Oh no! What have I done? I'm terrible. You turn it on, and then quickly you have to delete it and then place another redstone there. There you go. Redstone clock. And that's super fast paced. That's like... I don't know how many, like, clicks that is, or ticks, or whatever it is, but I know that in one button push, it drops 4 TNT down at once. That is ridiculous. So check this out. Bam. Look at that TNT. Wow. That is a dope TNT cannon. And, you know, if you got that clock set up, you'd be dropping mad TNT real fast, too. Like, that's a big hole. And I only did that, like, maybe 2 or 3 times. To be completely honest, I had trouble getting this to work, and I broke the entire thing like 4 times before I figured it out. But it works now, and yeah, I'm probably never going to use it in an actual map because it's not like I need a TNT cannon for anything, but that's pretty cool. I like the idea. Um, let's see. Over here we have some. No, we don't. We don't have any music discs. How terrible of me. I'm so unprepared. All right, so as you can see in the in this menu for, you know, your items and stuff, you can see all the discs are laid out in like a sequential order. I think I could be wrong that there's 13 discs. No, there's 12. Yeah, there's 12 discs, right? I think. Basically, the output strength of a jukebox matches the disc because jukeboxes now output redstone signal when you put a disc into them, and it depends on which disc it is, the strength of the signal. So there's 13, the music disc, right? And that's only putting out one redstone signal strength, right? You take it out, and if we put in the last disc, it should put in a much stronger redstone signal. So as you can see, you can have like passwords activated via jukebox, which is pretty awesome. I don't exactly know if there was like a way to detect music playing before or any of that stuff. I know Hypixel does stuff like that within his in his adventure maps, but I don't know how he does it. But that's dope. I mean, you just activate it with like redstone and a jukebox, and like you just put in a disc, and you're like, "What's the password?" And you're just like, "It's this disc, clearly, bitch." And then yeah, all that fun stuff. Over here, I don't have a command block, so whatever. Screw you, chest. Basically, what they did is they changed the way you can name command blocks. Now, before, I don't know if you could. I know that in the version I'm playing, you can change the name of blocks, but when you put them down and then pick them back up, they revert back to their normal whatever it is you name them. Um, but this, for example, I will call scary invisible ghosty, right? And now this command block, this command block is called scary invisible ghosty, right? And if I hit this one, I've already set it to say I see you, right? If I hit this one is named ghost and it says I see you. So you can just totally make up like random, like awesome like dialogue that comes from command blocks now and put it in like adventure maps and stuff. That's pretty dope. I think that's awesome. And you know, it opens up some more role play and, you know, adventuring in those types of maps and stuff like that. And it's just another option for command blocks. It's pretty sweet. Those are becoming really useful, I think. But frankly, I don't have the time to deal with commands, so I don't use them myself. Over here, we got some rail track, and what this is all about is apparently zombies do not cross rails anymore, and that's to keep them off of the track so that they don't get stuck with your minecarts and all that stuff. Uh, don't exactly know if this is like 100% effective. Let me turn on easy. I don't exactly know if this works 100% of the time, but I know that if I hit this guy, he's not going to go further. Come on, let me get your attention. Yeah, he's not interested. He's not trying to go past that block, even though, you know, he could if he really wanted to in real life, but this is Minecraft, so he's not going to. And he's going to stay inside this area. Because before I had a zombie out here and he just walked blindly into the sun. I don't know why, because I thought they were smart now, but I guess not. And then he burned to death, and that was after I pushed him out. But if this guy stays in here, maybe maybe that's a good thing. I'll spawn another one. because I want to show you something you may have noticed as I've been talking. On the right side of the screen, we have kills and my name with a 0 next to it. What's that all about? Well, that's a kill counter. And if I kill this zombie, I get 1 kill. Oh my god, look at that. So now, oh my god. See? Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The fucker just walked out of there. Screw you, bitch. You're dead. Now I got 2 kills. Well, that was bull. Um, I don't know why he suddenly decided to walk out after that, but wow. That's I guess that feature isn't completely effective. It may be effective, it may not be. I may be doing something wrong. I have no idea. But just thought I'd let you know about that. So basically, I have a whole array of command blocks set up here, right? And I'll show you all of the commands. You can look at them yourself, but they have to be typed exactly as they are displayed. Otherwise, they won't work at all. So basically, this first one is going to get rid of that kills count, right? Um, and I'll show you that again, like I said, in a second. But basically, they've added objectives to Minecraft. And what this does is it allows you to track certain things. I don't exactly know what they all are, but I know 2 of them are gold and kills. And kills can include PvP or just mobs or total kills, so PvP and mob kills. It's just all of that stuff, and it's kind of awesome because it especially works well with adventure maps when in terms of the gold and the kills, and definitely for like PvP maps and maps where you're in like an arena or some sort of setup where you have to kill a certain number of things or gather a certain number of things before you can move on to the next location, and it's genius. So basically, the command to start the kill count is scoreboard objectives add kills total kill count kills. Type that exactly as you see it on here, upper cases and lower cases and all of that, punctuation and everything, and precise spelling. um, because otherwise it won't work. You have to type it exactly as it's shown here, right? So now that that command is on that command block, when I hit this, the objective kills has been added to the world. And now it's tracking our kills. But in order to display it, you have to make the command that will display it. Now, this one removes the objective, scoreboard objectives remove kills. So, if you wanted to remove it, you just have to hit that. I'm going to turn it back on. And in order to display it, you can either display it as the list, which is featured in the tab menu, and I'll show you that in a second, or you could display it on the side, known as a sidebar, I guess. So in order to do this one, you'll have to do /scoreboard objectives set display sidebar kills, right? And when I hit this one, you'll notice that nothing happens. And that's because the sidebar doesn't pop up until somebody makes a kill. So I'm gonna fly back over here, get another zombie, and get another sword. And when I kill him, the sidebar should pop up. There we go. So now I have a kill. I'm registered on that sidebar now. If I wanted to, I can set it back to 0. And that's a simple command /scoreboard player set at player kills 0. If I wanted to, I could increase my number of kills or decrease them by 1 or whatever I want, to be completely honest. Minus /scoreboard players add player kills 1. I could increase that to 10, and when I hit that, bam, I suddenly have 10 kills. Now, there's a way to clear the scoreboard so that it doesn't display anymore, but there's no way that I figured out how to get that to work. I don't know why. The person that I saw do it didn't really know how either, so whatever. Sorry about that, but there you go. That should be a feature or a command, but you're just going to have to look somewhere else for it because I don't have it with me. So let's... oh shit, I keep doing that. I keep breaking things. So as you can see, I can also -1, and that's pretty simple too. /scoreboard players remove at player kills 1, and I just turn it down, right? Now the thing about this is you can also make like goals with the scoreboard, and for example, if I wanted to display the kills that people have to all the players, I can do that, or I can tell players that have a certain number of kills. So an example of that is, let me go through this entire code. /say people between 5 and 10 kills at all. and then it'll say bracket score underscore symbol kills equals 10, comma score underscore symbol kills underscore symbol min for minimum equals 5 bracket. So basically what that does is when there is players that have between 5 and 10 kills, it will tell you, tell the entire server who has that when you hit that button. Now, I only have 4 kills, but if I give myself, oh, well, not that many. Let me decrease it to 10 kills. And then I hit this. People between 5 and 10 kills. Devonix. So it listed my name there at the bottom, down here. And you could see that everybody on the server would know that as soon as that happens. So maybe it could be like some sort of announcement board or some cool way of just alerting like your audience or people to who has all these kills. It's pretty cool. Um, while it's not entirely necessary, it does make it possible for you to like potentially go places and teleport them somewhere else and stuff when they've achieved a certain number of kills and stuff. And it was really awesome. I think that's very good for like adventure maps. I know they've already done stuff like that before, but you know, it's pretty sweet. And then if I add more, it will no longer say anything because I have over 10 kills now. I forgot what this one does. Slash scoreboard players reset at players. So I think this one resets my kills. I could be wrong. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working because oh, maybe I have to type that in. Nope, didn't work. I don't know what that's all about. I thought that would reset my scores, but I guess not. Yeah, I still have 20 kills. I don't know. I guess that was supposed to reset everyone's score to 0, but I guess it really doesn't. But I'm going to turn it off. Set my score to 0, and in fact, I'll just get rid of it entirely. Now, like I said before, you can set the display to either the sidebar or the list. And here's the list. This is just the tab button. Hitting the tab button will show you the people on a server as well as their connection. You all know that. But now you see there's a number next to my name, and that's actually gold. I set gold to display in the tab bar. And if you come over here, create gold is slash scoreboard objectives, add gold, dummy gold, right? I don't think this gives you actual like gold ingots. It's just like a monetary value given to you, and obviously this can be used for like currency on certain places or servers, and you can set up shops, and I'll show you a way of doing that. And this is how you display it as a list: slash scoreboard objective set display list gold. It's pretty simple. If you want to go through all like I said, go through all of the different types of objectives, you can look that up because I'm not going to go too far into this. I just want to go over it real quick. But here's a really cool thing you can do with this. So right here it says 10 gold, right? Slash scoreboard players add player gold 10. What this does is it'll give me 10 gold. So when I click this, bam, now I have 10 gold. Look at that. I can't really do anything with it because it's not tangible. It's an imaginary monetary value, but bam, there it is, 10 gold. If I want to buy a certain chest piece, you can also implement this too. You can make it so like you can buy things with this imaginary gold. Scoreboard players remove at player bracket score underscore symbol gold underscore symbol minimum equals 25 comma r equals 5 bracket gold 25. I have no idea what that code means. I'm assuming that it removes 25 gold from you if you have it, and if you don't, then whatever. But yeah, so check this out. If I get 25 gold at least, right, and then I hit this other one will give me uh, a diamond chest plate. Basically, how this works is this is an AND like logic gate, and when this activates as well as this, it will activate this, which is set to give at player 311. Which is a diamond chest plate. So if I come back over here and hit it, bam! Look at that. And now I only have 5 gold left. Isn't that awesome? That is so awesome. I'm gonna get another one. Why not? Give myself some money. And bam! Look at that. I have no money, but I have 2 diamond chest plates. I'm set to go. Look. So it's just awesome. You can set up like shops and stuff. You could walk up, you have gold, you just click it and you get it. Say if you made an adventure map and there's quests, and after you did something, you can make it like give you money, and then you could spend it places, and it's just genius. It's so awesome. This one resets it. Scoreboard player set at player gold 0. And basically, if I come back over here, give myself 10 gold, right? And then I hit this, it resets it to 0. So that's all I have for that. The scoreboard system is a big thing with this update, but so are the dispensers and all their multiple uses and lovely things. And there are small changes, but they're pretty awesome. Nothing new really was added, just a lot of changes, and I heard a lot of bug fixes too. But the scoreboard system is definitely pretty sweet. I can see that being used for a lot of things like tracking kills and stuff, and oh, it's pretty dope. This game's it's getting it's getting better every time, all the time. Some people may not agree, especially when it comes to the bone meal stuff. I already know people that complained about it, but I like it. It's not so cheap anymore to get away with everything in the game. So I gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, favorite, subscribe. Leave some feedback down below, or like the video if you liked it. I got, other stuff. Click the links at the end of the episode to watch something else, because I got loads of other stuff, and I'm gonna be resuming Assassin's Creed 3 soon, because I just have not played enough of that game. I didn't even finish it or anything. I just been chilling because school started. So I really hope you guys check that out, and I might be doing some other stuff soon too, and definitely getting this channel really, really going. Like I want this channel to turn into something. So I'm gonna put some effort into it now, and in almost all my free time will be devoted to this channel, because I really do want it to turn into like some dope ass shit. So I will talk to you later. I don't know why I'm destroying shit. Let's just light the world on fire. Why not? Burn everything, burn. Screw you, shrub. You're gonna burn. Now I'll just destroy you. Look. Look at the destruction I have caused. I'll see you later, guys. Peace out. Of like this by like 1. Actually, let me go into default. Let's see if that's a problem. I think it is because I'm in default or not in default. I don't know why. Um, so yeah, these little particles are like green. Yeah, there they go. Those are the particles I was looking for. And as you can see, one bone meal no longer grows a plant. And even if I did this manually myself, it only grows at one stage. Um, and I kind of like that, and I'll tell you why. With this entire system, you can now just have like a piston come out and knock over this wheat. It would get pushed into water, and then suddenly you don't have to do anything anymore. Like you've got the entire. Hello once again, YouTube. Chris the Nightbringer here, bringing you some Minecraft action today. I got your weekly Snapshot 13W04A. It's a lot about some redstone stuff, a little bit, and more towards the command block side of things, and dispensers as well as item droppers have had some updates to them, as well as along with a few other things. So we'll get right into that, and I'll show you what I got. Got all of it set up right here for you already. Fantastic. We're in a desert. Flat world, I guess. So yeah, we're just going to start off with dispensers and all the changes they've made to those, pretty much. Basically, now that they've added item droppers, dispensers actually system automated. You can have hoppers drop in bone meal into the dispensers whenever you want. It's ridiculous. And basically, you can have like a super mega farm, and if you had bone meal up the wazoo, like you probably do because you have a mob farm too, then you would just get instant food all the time. Instantly, this game is no longer at all challenging. Like it's just farming and farming and farming, and that doesn't count like just crops. That's like farming anything, and it's kind of not fun in my opinion. I like a little bit of a challenge when I play a game. I like working towards something, so I think it's a good idea. Like use the item that you want it to use. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. I thought I had a tree sapling in there, but I guess not, so I'll just get one. Basically, what I've got in here is some bone meal, and they've also changed bone meal. I don't know if this was in a previous update. I'm pretty sure it was this one, though. They've made it so that bone meal only advances a single stage of a plant or tree growth or whatever you use the bone meal for, but it doesn't grow it fully anymore. And I think that's kind of realistic, and it's kind of a good thing, and I'll explain why in a second. But as you see here, when we hit the button, the bone meal, I don't know if it actually did anything. It might not have. Did it do anything? Well, I guess it did. The bone meal advanced this tree's life stage growing up cycle or whatever you want to call it by one. And if I hit it again, it should pop up a full tree. There you go. Fantastic. Now, you can do this with any dispenser and any plant. Let me see if there's some seeds in here. Oh, the tree's in there. That's what happened to it. Put some seeds down, right? And there's loads of bone meal in here too, or not. That would have been a problem. I am so unprepared. I am sorry. I'll just throw that in there, throw that bone meal, and oh wow, it's already grown a little bit. But if we hit the button, I don't think the particles are working for some reason, but as you can see, it's advancing the stage